Hey guys, it's Scott from Horse Racing Daily, and you have a big weekend on tap with horse racing. You got 11, 12 different stakes races. You got the Saratoga Derby, Saratoga Oaks, the Test Stakes. You got Golden Pal coming back in Detroit. But this race right here is one that's going to take the cake this weekend, and that's going to be the 2022 Whitney Stakes. And this is probably one of the more exciting races I've seen in a long time. You're going to have, two big superstars in here. You're going to have Life is Good, who won the Pegasus last year, won the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, and then went over to the Baudit and Deuce a Good ran got a fourth place finish, even though he was, leading towards the until the final strides of the race. And then, it came back, won the 7 furlong John A. Nerude Stakes. And, now he found himself back here. And I expect him to run a really good race. He's been working out really good. I think Push's going to have him fully cranked and ready to go. But he does face some stiff competition. You're going to have Olympiad in the race, who's going to, be the other horse we're going to talk about. And Olympiad, I feel like he's kind of taken that next level to be a superstar as the year has gone on. He started out winning, won an allowance race at Gulfstream to kick off, in January, and then, went to the fairgrounds, won the Mine Shaft, won the Grade Two New Orleans Classic, and then won the Ali Sheba on Kentucky Oaks undercard, and then his best performance yet was probably the Grade Two Stephen Foster, but he really didn't beat none of the two superstars in the race as far as Life is Good or Flightline. Those are when you start thinking of the top horse, those two have been kind of getting the name recognition. But I think it's starting to get to the point where Olympiad deserves to be in this conversation. He's 5 for 5 on the year, and it looks like he's starting to come around. And he's definitely the top three amongst dirt horses right now. And I personally feel like that right now the older horses are better on dirt than the 3 year olds. I really think your Breeders' Cup Classic winner as of right now is going to come from the older horses. But a lot could change between now and then. But that's kind of my feeling right now. But this race in the Whitney is just going to be very exciting. It's going to have it's going to be the 1-2 punch of Life is Good and Olympiad, and whoever wins that is going to probably be 1A with Flightline. Flightline get a chance to prove himself going a mile and a quarter in the Pacific Classic coming up. So that's going to be a very fun race to watch. And then you got Country Grammar, who should have posed Flightline in that race. But my personal opinion is I think Life is Good is going to win this race, and I think Olympia is going to run a really good second. Uh, I really like the Todd Pleasures kind of taking the slow approach to Life is Good to building them back up. Those races over in Dubai can sometimes take a lot out of horses, and Life is Good. Wasn't pointed to the John A. Daru. That was just merely a means to a beginning. The ultimate goal is going to be the Breeders' Cup, and I think this race you're going to see Life is Good get back to its previous form, be ready to you know get ready to have a 1-2 matchup with Flightline or whoever else could come be the other superstar by the end of the season. So my pick is going to be Life is Good as first, and I think Olympia is going to run second. I don't think Hot Rod Charlie is quite on these two horses level right now. It could certainly improve, but I don't think that Mind Control was one of the best horses, and he gave Hot Rod Charlie everything he wanted in that Salvatore mile. And I don't think Happy Saber is quite on their level. I think he's probably a Grade Two winner on his best day. He did take advantage of the flight line putting away Speaker's Corner to get second on the Met Mile. And then American Revolution ran a very good second to Stephen Foster, but I just don't see him being able to turn the tables on Olympiad or Life is Good in this race. So I really think this is Life is Good's race to lose.